Hey everyone, it's Jason. Welcome to another Marvel vs. system for the new Brotherhood. So this is part of the Heroes of Krakoa set. So the previous one would have been the House of X, which is a giant-sized issue, in Volume 5, issue number 4, where we had the Brotherhood and the X-Men, and we had some cool combinations of that. So this is focusing on some more newer Brotherhood characters. And then the next set that comes out will have X-Force. So Magneto is calling in reinforcements from the Brotherhood of Evil Mutants to make your deck more powerful than ever. Different combinations and least all new possibilities to make your opponents rue the day they cross the paths with the new Brotherhood. So cool. Yeah, so we're going to hop into this. We'll go over the rules as need be. It says the first sign, guys, House of X reintroduces X-Men as they face off against the Brotherhood. Second issue brings Magneto. Reinforcements for his foes. And the final issue takes on Secret Strike Force. So yeah, we will come back to these rules as needed if we need to double check what any of the abilities or characters do. But yeah, otherwise we're gonna hop into it. We're gonna see who our new main characters are. We'll see what our all our new fun stuff is. So our first main character is actually Joseph, which is the clone of Magneto. So this is actually kind of fun, just because at one point Magneto had a clone. Didn't know who he was. He thought he was wasn't for sure he was Magneto, and everyone wasn't for sure if he was either. We have Lost and Sick, level up 3. At the end of each enemy turn, Joseph gains 1 XP. So he starts off pretty weak, but he's going to boost up quickly. He's going to become 6/6 magnetic suppression. Any of his supporting characters can't recover. Ooh, that's going to hurt. Master of Magnetism. If you spend a blue, KO all enemy equipment. Mutant Supremacy. Play a green, KO a face-down resource. The future is now. X-Men and Brotherhood supporting characters on our side have +4 attack. And there's just what I want. Choose a face-up X-Men or Brotherhood supporting character on our side and put a 1/1 counter equal to Joseph's attack. This is kind of cool because they're kind of focused on, X-Men versus Brotherhood, essentially, is the idea. But they do have a couple of cards here and there, especially Magneto and Professor X, that cross over, gaining bonuses. And there's a few other characters here that gain bonus from playing both X-Men and Brotherhood. This is definitely one of them. And that bottom one actually matches the Magneto in the other sets base, one of his abilities. That's pretty cool. We're going to get Mesmero, not one I necessarily expected. But he's been a long-time X-Men villain. Hypnotism. Each enemy character has lumbering on their next turn. As it attacks, the defending player chooses the defender. Each enemy character has lumbering their next turn. As it attacks, the defending player chooses. Oh, okay. So they get to decide who defends against him. So they get to choose. I'm going to attack that guy because he's supposed to be kind of slow. Then lumbering up. When enemy character lumbering attacks, Mesmero gains 1 XP. Interesting. Then if we're going to this, and I normally say their names. I like to do that. What's this character? I have no idea what Mesmero's real name is, so I can't even attempt to guess. I don't remember. I remember him part of the Weapon X series, which is pretty cool. He has hypnotism and memory tampering. Choosing an enemy character loses and can't gain teams for the rest of the game. So it's kind of interesting. He has mind control abilities, so it's either slugging people down or removing their abilities. Our third and last main character is Xorn, who is Xorn, I believe. Star in my head. Main, stun the enemy supporting character. And Starlight, Starbright. At the end of your turn, you may discard 3 locations. If you do, Xorn gains 1 XP. So, his whole story, or at least part of it, had to deal with when Xorn first appeared, he was trying to help the X-Men do this, and it turned out that he was actually Magneto in disguise. Surprise. But then later they found out there was actual a Xorn character later on. I think because my guess is probably someone decided he seemed like a really cool character, so we keep him around. He levels up. He has Black Hole in my head, who has dispersing enemy supporting character. It loses powers, then remove it from the game. Ooh, nice. Just get rid of a guy. That's cool. Alright. So for our supporting characters, we'll have 4 copies of each unless otherwise noted. We're going to start with Mesmero. Hypnotism. Each character has 1 ring on their next turn. Just kind of copies over. We have Vanisher. I love that they use the super old artwork of the Vanisher, and this is how it showed him vanishing or teleporting. He has main hide Vanisher. I don't think there's any special support rules for that. I think his hide makes him so he can't be targeted. But it doesn't specifically mention that. But yeah, so kind of interesting. We have Blind Spot, who's in a little mini-series with Magneto, I believe. I don't remember all their names either. The Brotherhood is harder for me to remember. We have Memory Gift. When Blind Spot appears, put a random card from your KO into your hand. Wealthy, at the start of your build phase, recruit 1 point. Nice, an extra old card, that's not bad. We do have Destiny, Irene Agler. So she's kind of interesting. She has 1 of a kind. You'll have 1 of this card in your deck. So this is going to be specifically NBX number 10. If you have other Destiny characters, you can definitely use those as well. Then she has 12 volumes of predictions. When Destiny appears, name an equipment and then reveal the top 12 cards of your deck. Put 1 equipment with that name into your hand. Shuffle the rest of the cards back into your deck. Cool, so that one lets her find equipment. She has another version, which is a volume of 12 predictions as well, but this one lets you find a location. She has a third one will let you find a plot twist, and a 4th one that will let you find your supporting character. So here's what's interesting though with her. So you can only have 1 Destiny in there, at all. You can't. You can have all. You can have. I think you can have all 4 in your deck. But you can have 1 version of this specific card. I believe is how that works. Let me double check. Alright, I paused for a second to try and actually look up the 1 of a kind rules, because you only have 1 copy of this card. So, again, I'm assuming it definitely means you can have 1 copy of this specific numbered card in the deck. You can again only play 1 copy of Destiny at a time, because we have multiple man in the other set that has 1 of a kind, 4 different versions in Swarm. So if you only have 1 of each version of him, you can have multiple out. But yeah, it just means you can't buy this set 4 times and have one so you can play 4 things to find 4 supporting cards. You have 1 that finds 1 of each different one. Alright, let's move on. We have Lorelei. This is when Magneto was in the Savage Lands. Siren Song. Enemy characters with man in their name can't attack. That is interesting. How many characters have man in their name? Iceman? Iron Man. That's all I can think of off the top of my head. There's not a lot, so I wonder how powerful this card is. That'd be interesting to look at all the sets and see. Interesting. We have Xorn, Carl Lycos. Steel Life. When Xorn appears, he puts a 1/1 counter on him for each enemy character. Ooh, nice. He boosts way up. Mastermind. Jason Wingard. Reveal Illusion. Build another supporting character on your side. Then put a Brotherhood or X-Men supporting character that costs less than or equal to the number of resources on your side from your hand into your side. Cool, okay, that's kind of neat. So you tail 1 of your characters, but you put a guy in there for a higher cost without having to pay for them. Neat. Unis the Untouchable. Creates a shield. You repulse me. Unis can't be struck this combat. Magma. Interesting to see her in this set. Her name is Amira. Lots of last names. I don't remember all of them. Too hot to handle. Characters Enemy characters lose and can't gain powers while in ranged combat with magma. We get a Joseph supporting character. Send in the clone. Joseph has a printed keyword and superpowers of a face-up Magneto characters on your side. Oh, it's another supporting character, or if you have a main character, that's pretty cool. And then finally we have Xorn. So we get Xorn here, which says, Sun in my head when Xorn appears, you may heal a wound from a supporting character on your side. And then Black Hole in my head. Disperse any supporting character whose power to remove it from the game. Neat. Then we have one copy of Nightmare Made Real. Mutant Loyalty. Put this card only in your deck if each card with a team and each character in your deck is a Brotherhood or X-Men character. So this kind of really limits how you can use it. One of a kind, you only have one card in your deck, which is why we only get one copy. And main, attackers strike with double their attack till the end of turn. Cool. And then finally we have 4 copies of the plot twist Homo Superior. So setting up the Quiet Council there. Main, choose a row on your side, then put +1/+1 cards on each character in that row. Cool, so build up your front or your back. That is actually pretty neat. So anything we kind of need to look at. So yeah, if we look at here, just interesting things. The effect is pauses lasting your next turn, so attackers strike with double their attack on your turn. And then attacks strikes double their attack on each other player's turn. So that's pretty cool there. And then Lorelei here. So we want to character's man's name means the word man is either by itself, Iron Man or Power Man, forgot about Pirate Man, forgot a bunch of these, or separate as a hyphen, Spider-Man or Man Thing, or part of a compound word, Iceman or Flatman. Does not count words that include the letters man, such as Mantis, Mandarin, woman, and human also do not count. Interesting. So yeah, it has to be like literally a man version. There's more than I thought there was. There's the deck list again for anyone who's just interested. Destiny has 4 different cards it mentions. So cool. If you were looking at adding, you're picking up the House of X start set with, or you picked up some of the older stuff, you really love the Brotherhood, here's a great way to pick up some more extra characters for your cards. Definitely love that they keep coming back to some of these old character sets and groups. A little bit of different theming on them. Some more oddball characters, or like not oddball, I guess, but like not your standard group, but not like a cohesive team, but like definitely gonna work together. So cool. All right, so yeah, come back, check out the other versus videos if you haven't. Check out X-Force when I release that one. See you guys later. Bye.